Hello again. Governments love to create artificial situations which we can fuss about, thus ensuring that we do not ask questions about the real crises which we face. This is, in effect, the art of good governance, distracting folk from the real problems and getting them instead bogged down in pointless debates about things which will not make the least difference to the current state of affairs. The present contrived drama about whether or not Britain will sign a deal at the Anglo-French summit about the supposed return of illegal immigrants who have crossed the English Channel from France is the most perfect example of this. Viewers have almost certainly seen that a supposedly important deal hangs in the balance, one which would, for the first time ever, see France accepting the return of illegal immigrants who have set off in small boats from their shores, heading towards our country. This is the so-called one in, one out deal. Let us set out the situation clearly so that we can see precisely how this trick is being played and why it will make not the slightest difference to the number of illegal immigrants entering Britain from France. There are in France hundreds of thousands, possibly millions, of illegal immigrants from Africa and Asia who have entered their country, mostly in an irregular fashion by slipping across the border without showing any documents. These people are not going to claim asylum in France, which is perfectly safe. Their ultimate aim is to come and live in our country. Thousands of them each year cross the Channel and come and live here, something to which most people in Britain object. The new deal which is being proposed would entail France taking back 6% of those who make it to Britain in this way, and we will in return take the same number of people from the pool in France of people waiting there in the hope of coming to Britain in small boats. The same people, in other words, who are currently crossing the Channel in small boats. This would mean that if 1,000 people arrive here in one day by that route, something which has happened before this year, then we would exchange 50 of them with the French for another 50 of the same people, leaving us with 1,000 people arriving in one day. It would make literally no difference at all to the numbers of those coming to Britain via that route which leads through France. That this is being touted as a marvellous deal which we might possibly be able to persuade the French to accept is little short of breathtaking. The French will still reduce the number of those people in their country by however many manage to enter our own country illegally. It will change nothing. That so many people seem unable to grasp this and that some newspapers are calling it a deal changer is beyond belief. Perhaps our rulers are right and we are terminally stupid. Maybe we deserve to be treated as such.